It is Monday morning. Good morning. And if anyone's watching this replay, happy Mother's Day for those that celebrate. That was yesterday. Gosh, it's hard being a mom. It's hard being a working mom. It's hard being a hustle mom. So happy Mother's Day to those that celebrate and those that got recognized yesterday. It is feeling very Monday, and I'm going to try my hardest to just focus on the task that I have. So much so that I'm actually going to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb because it's just been a weekend. We negotiated hard on one of our listings. Buyer came back, wanted a boatload of credit for post inspections, and the seller agreed to offer them a different amount, and they didn't seem happy with that. So rather than coming back and negotiating or giving us a counter offer, they were like, we're just going to terminate. I'm like, well, are you terminating because you didn't get everything you wanted, or because you're not in agreement with what the seller's offering, but there's something else that would make sense, right? What made this negotiation so difficult is that you just don't know who the realtor is on the other side and how they convey information to their buyers, and just how seasoned they are with having these conversations. So this was a very like all or nothing negotiations. There wasn't much of like, it didn't feel like a cohesive, cooperative I guess transaction. So I finally was like, well, what's going to make sense, right? Like your buyers aren't in agreement, which is fine, but what would make sense? Because then I'll go back to the seller and see if it makes sense for them. Long story short, it ended up making sense, and we're moving forward. And again, distracted. Okay. So I'm turning this on Do Not Disturb because it's one thing after another. After negotiating one of our listings, our other listing, post inspections just fully terminated. Didn't even come back and have a conversation. Didn't seem like they were even looking for any kind of solution. So that was fun. Got that on Mother's Day. Very cool. So we are right back to it. So it's Monday. We're entering this week with 2 listing appointments. The first one is Sphere of Influence. I don't even know if it's Sphere of Influence. I'm Facebook friends with her. It's like a far, far family friend. And she reached out to me last week, basically saying that she's unhappy with her current realtor, didn't feel like they were going anywhere, and reached out to us because she saw that we're active on social. She feels like we actually are in it. And so we're Facebook friends. So my husband is going to that appointment tomorrow. She is selling an investment property and then purchasing another one. So we're going to be talking to her about potentially doing a 531 exchange. Or sorry, a 1031 exchange. Just depending on what her tax exposure looks like from this investment. And then they're going to purchase another investment property. So that's tomorrow. And then also tomorrow, I have a Google Zoom meeting with buyers actually that I met at one of my open houses. I admit that I'm not great at converting open house leads. That's oftentimes why I don't do them. I just feel like I just have a hard time converting them. I don't know. So if you have any tips or tricks of what you do to convert your open house guests, please let me know. I've done it before. It's just not what I think is my forte. So I basically have a Zoom call with these buyers that are looking to purchase. But they just need, I've been doing these like strategy calls where we're strategizing, because a lot of the issues that buyers and sellers are having is like they want to sell, they'll have no problem selling, but they have to turn around and purchase something without feeling like they're spending a whole lot more money or they're not making a lateral move. And so it's a matter of us just kind of educating and seeing like, well, will this make sense? Or can you take your current home and turn it into a rental property and still have some extra income to offset a new mortgage payment, right? So there's a lot of things that can go into it. So there are just buyers and sellers on the sideline because they have such attractive interest rates, and they almost like don't know what to do with that. So that's tomorrow. So 2 appointments tomorrow. And I just wrote down this looks super messy, but all of this gets transferred into an Excel sheet. But I basically have today's date. I have contacts, leads, and appointment. I confirmed that appointment this morning. So actually, we're going to do 2 appointments because we have the one that my husband has tomorrow too. So 2 appointments will go in my spreadsheet for today, but we got to start calling. We need to keep hunting for new business because that's just how it goes. One day, I promise you, I will not be hunting for business because I have a goal that our business is like 90% referral base. So that's the goal, that's the plan, and we have to do the things now to get where we want to be. So I'm actually going to start with some cancels today. See if we could get some now business, and then I will get right back into my favorite circle, prospecting. Expires and cancels have just been crummy, just crummy. Not really much to brag about at all. So we are on a triple line dialer, and here we go. All right, I'm going to do canceled first, and then I will get into expireds. I actually like canceled better because I feel like they're a little bit more motivated. They're like, I hate you, realtor. I'm canceling you, and I need somebody else. Unless there's a reason why they canceled. Maybe they're just not moving anymore. Maybe they decided they're going to stay put or keep it as a rental, which happens also. Okay.
Please enter your PIN number. Your PIN number can be set. You are now logged into the Mojo Dialer. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
I need to get better with introducing what this channel is about. So I'm like 7 minutes in, but if you're here, you already know why you're here. It's because I am a real estate agent that started a second career as a realtor, and I didn't have timing on my side. I didn't have referrals on my side. And so I had to do what a lot of people are uncomfortable doing, and that's cold calling a bunch of strangers to earn business. I started my business with for sale by owners, and then I got into expireds, fell in love with expireds, stopped doing FSBOs, and then got into circle prospecting, which is so much more of an enjoyable business model. It's just not immediate business. We're talking 6 to 18 months out of building a pipeline. So if you have the resources, the time, to build a pipeline, then you're golden. I often wonder, like, if I was 20 years old and I was in real estate, like what will I do? Like I'd have so much more time on my hands. I wouldn't have kids to take care of, a mortgage to pay for if I was 20 years old still living at home. That's what I would have done. Hello? Craig?
Hello? Yes.
Oh, Craig, this is Ariella. You're probably going to hate me for this call. I'm just a realtor, but before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
I'm literally waiting for a doctor to call me, so now's not a good time.
No worries. Would there be a better time?
Call me I mean, what do you want?
Yeah, I'll keep it brief. I was just surprised privately, or if that might still be available.
It's under contract.
Oh, it is. Got it. All right. I must be looking at a wrong listing. Sorry about that. Wishing you all the best, okay?
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Take care. All right, so sometimes that happens. He said they're under contract. So I'm going to look it up on the MLS. Maybe they canceled and went back up with like a new price, created a whole new listing, or maybe they're under contract privately. Who knows? Okay, so it looks like their realtor created a new listing, same price, which is not common, but created a new listing and went under contract. So I'm calling him on an old canceled listing. So you are trash. I do not want to speak to you if you're under contract. I added this thing in my Mojo that a friend of mine told me. I had no idea. Sometimes I'm like just talking and talking and talking and don't realize that somebody answers and I'm still talking and I totally miss the call because they end up hanging up because all they hear is like background noise. So I ended up putting this like beep every time somebody answers or picks up. So you'll hear it, it'll go beep, and then I'll be like, hello. It kind of like draws my attention back to what I'm really doing instead of being so distracted.
Has been forwarded to voicemail.
Did you hear that beep? It just kind of gets me like, all right, what's next? Okay.
Or you have called is unavailable to take your call.
I'm just talking to my assistant right now, telling her what I messaged her like, it is very Monday today. Here's what we have to do. Telling her what all the priorities are.
Been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to.
We just, myself and one of my like referral lender partners, we ended up going. So I did this thing where last year I basically created a full event of things and activities that we're going to do with our sphere, with our community. And typical me, I overcommitted and I basically, it's calling. I basically, I don't know what happened here. Hold on. Oh, I had a phone call coming in. Basically, I overcommitted.
Your calling session is now complete. All records have been called
That was
based
a
on your
quick
first name
session.
and
I'm going to
expense
do a
filter.
quick expired
The call
one.
started the dialer. Simply hang up your phone now. To start a new session, please press the OK button on your screen and follow the prompts to the call wizard.
Select page. Basically, I overcommitted, and then I had a couple of our recommended vendors go in financially into the commitments we were going to do, but because I overcommitted and I couldn't do them, I gave them the option of either giving them their money back or we could put it towards fundraisers that felt really good to us for our clients that we've worked with. So one of the things my assistant's working on today is basically this fundraiser for a really good client of ours. She's doing a fundraiser for her father and that had passed away several years ago. So we donated or we sponsored part of the fundraiser. And with the sponsorship, we get like half a page of an ad. And so I have my assistant working on that in addition to listings that are moving forward, falling out of contract, all the things. Okay. I just made her a list of all these priorities. I'm like, if you know me, everything's a priority. Everything needs to be done yesterday. Okay. We are restarting this session. I feel like my Mojo is being funny. I probably should have restarted my computer this morning. I've been up since 4:45 this morning. We are considering hiring a trainer to come to our house. I'm usually working out like 3 to 5 days a week. My husband is not as consistent as me. So I was like, listen, if we have somebody knocking on our door every morning to get us up out of bed, we don't really have an excuse. So we were up at 4:45. We had an assessment this morning with a potential trainer. So we will see how that goes. Okay, here we go. Again, I am on Mojo Dialer, 3-line dialer.
Number. Your PIN number can be found in the dialing box on your screen.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I don't know why I did that. I feel like I should have restarted my computer.
Touchdown phone. Please enter your PIN. You are now logged into the Mojo Dialer. Please press the start button on your screen to begin calling.
Okay. All right, back to do not disturb. All right, we did canceled. Now we're doing expireds. Let's see.
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
For the one listing that we just had fall out of contract, I actually have my assistant circling back to everybody that went to the initial open house, either had a private tour, and then those that had appointments scheduled, but I ended up canceling them because we went under contract. So just kind of seeing where everybody's at with that. And, oh, Joe Claire?
Hello? This is Rick. Can I help you?
Oh, Rick, I don't know if you could help me or not. This is Ariella. You're probably going to hate me for this call. I'm just a realtor. But before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Thanks. I'll keep it brief. The home here, hold it privately, or if that might still be available by chance.
Yeah, we rented it.
Oh, you ended up keeping this as a rental.
Yeah, we wound up renting it, yeah.
Got it. I don't blame you. Did you get a good tenant in there?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, sounds great. Hey, listen, I wish you all the best, okay?
Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, so I actually have a folder in my Mojo. So like this by no means is a lead. This is not a lead, but this is a property that is not occupied by the owner. So it's rented. So I have a folder in here that's called rented out / never sold. So I'm going to place that in here because in about like 10, 11 months, when that lease is up or maybe close to being up, I will give them a call and I will see at that point what they want to do. It's not a lead. It's not even a cold lead. It's just another source to call of like for rent by owners almost, right? Like people that are doing that. So I'm going to keep it just for that, but nothing else. Again, it's not in my follow-up boss. So if I never get to it, I can sleep well at night. It's just like an extra source if I feel like I need to connect with somebody else. Rent it out, contact it. Okay. Now we're just going to keep it moving. keep it going. This looks like it was a flip.
The person you're trying to reach is not available.
A
At the
flip
tone.
property. Okay. I don't see that he rented it out on the MLS. So he may have rented it out privately. So it looks like he temporarily came off the market in January, but expired in May. So there's a good chance that he has a renter in there for 12 months and it's going to expire. Oh, Michael?
Please leave your message for
That it's going to
610.
expire maybe like first quarter of next year. So we'll see. Hello?
4298187.
I feel like when it comes to expired and canceled, Monday, for some reason, I feel like tends to be the slowest days. I think there's a lot more pickup like around like Wednesday, Thursday, like end of the week. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on these, mostly because there's not even a lot of fresh ones anyway.
Has been forwarded to voice.
I got to get an open house host for a listing that is now back up on the market.
Been forwarded to voice.
There's only like a handful of people in my office that I'm comfortable working with in terms of having an open house host. So I'm like favoring them. When you get a moment, comma, can you please let me know as soon as possible so I know if I need to grab somebody else, period. If you're not available, comma, no big deal. Okay.
Has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is
Okay. Hello?
the number you have reached. 482.
Hello? Oh, hello?
444.
Okay, let's go pickups.
Now, the person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
This Monday. Hello?
7,
It's
3,
very
2.
slow and mundane. Here's the good news though, as I've showed this before, I have these like daily calendars that sit on my desk. So today, hello? So today for May 12th, I love this one. This really resonates. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. I love that. That's a good one. Feel that one in my core. I feel like in this business, you have a lot of setbacks, a lot of unexpected setbacks, a lot of setbacks that will like leave you feeling just down and bummed and get you in this mood, right? So your mindset here just has to be like super, super strong. Hello? Dang. This weekend doesn't look good. It looks crummy. This weather is crazy. We got pictures next week for a new listing. We've got a contract out to be signed for another property. And then in between all this, a whole lot of ghosting. That's just the reality. I've gone on an appointment like a month ago, and the homeowner still hasn't given me clarity on what they want to do. They're almost like not even acknowledging, like, hello?
6, 7.
They're not even acknowledging, like, when I keep saying, like, hey, you could shoot me straight. Like, if I'm not the right fit for you, like, no hard feelings. They're just totally ignoring my question and just keeping me posted on, like, oh, we got the painting, we did this, we did that. But, like, I don't know if they ever have any intention of committing to me, which is totally fine. Just tell me. Like, just be straight up. I feel like I try to give people permission to just say, like, no, like, you don't have to be nice to me about it. If it's no, it's no, and that's all good. So I don't know. And then someone else that I sent a listing agreement to and then just disappeared. So it happens. It happens to the best of us. And it's one of those things where, like, I think if you just have an ebb and flow amount of business coming in any direction, like, it almost doesn't even matter. Like, it matters. Hello?
Forwarded to voicemail.
It totally matters, but you have other things and other transactions going on to distract you, and you end up just feeling really disconnected from
Please leave your message for 2, 6.
really disconnected from just the outcome.
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have
Okay. This is a really boring first 30 minutes of my Monday. I've got 2 contacts. And that's it. But 2 appointments that weren't recorded here. There was somebody that I was about to reach out to, and I just can't remember. Oh, here we go. I met with a prospect, total cold call. Met with him probably like, I don't know, a month ago.
Then forwarded to voicemail.
Right before Easter. And I came to them with the preface of like, hey, here's what it's going to take to sell your property. And let's take a look at like these areas if you want to move. They're moving within a very like,
Hello.
close proximity. And then the husband ended up injuring or rupturing his Achilles. So that's been about a month at this point. So I feel like they are on my follow-up to see like how they are, what's going on. So that is someone. Could they have ghosted me? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. I'm just putting something in my follow-up box to make sure that I follow up with them.
Hello, this is Dr. Bortnichuk.
Okay. All right. This is my last call here, and then I'm going to switch it to Circle Prospects. It's a busy week for me personally. I feel like I have my middle's kindergarten graduation. That's on Friday. And then this weekend, we have a concert that we're going to. So it's just a fun, busy weekend.
All records
All right. We are going over to.
To log out of the dollar, simply hang up your phone now. To start a new session,
We are going to start a new session for sure. Who should we call? Who should we call? Okay. We are going to call. We're going to neighborhood. We're going to do a neighborhood call. So we have a listing coming up. I'm going to probably put it on as a coming soon this week. So I'm actually going to call this neighborhood and see if anybody has a buyer. That's another strategy. Okay, so let's see where we are at. All right, we're starting from the beginning. All right, so I'm basically giving them all a heads up before we officially come on the market. So just letting them know, hey, here's what's going on in the neighborhood, and restart my session. Here we go. This is a community that I've sold in before. We have another listing coming up there. So let's see how this goes. Okay. There's actually another one that ended up coming on the market in this community, but we're coming in lower than them. So I'm like totally hoping that we're going to be just the obvious choice here. Let's go contact. Hello.
0192.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Michael. I don't know if I've got the wrong number.
I don't speak English.
Oh, sorry about that. I guess you're not Michael.
Michael.
Yeah, or you don't happen to live over here.
I don't speak.
Okay, take care.
Welcome.
Hi, you don't speak English. Okay. Next. There's never a world where I can do business with somebody that doesn't speak English. So we gotta keep it going. Keep it moving. Hello? Her voicemail was, leave me a message. Ciao. That was so cute. Hello?
Leave a message at the tone and we'll get back to you. Thanks.
So this neighborhood, it's an HOA community and there's still a handful of the original owners here. So that's who I want to pick up. That's who I want to talk to. I actually spent some time last week. So I've circle prospected this neighborhood, I don't know, maybe like a year ago because we sold in the community. So I did actually very similar to what I'm doing here. And I gained a lot of contacts and leads of people that are like way out, if at all. And so I ended up emailing them yesterday with those that I've spoken to, just saying like, hey, do you know anybody that might want to move into the community? A lot of neighbors I find would love the opportunity to hand select their own neighbors. So I got a couple of response, but really it was just a way for me to show like, hey, I'm still working in your neighborhood. We are the neighborhood experts. So I'm back to this neighborhood. I'm just calling the people that I never spoke to. So we shall see. I got one viewer. Who are you? Is it my husband watching while he's driving back home to the office? Is it somebody new, which would be super exciting? Hello?
You're 8 years late. We can now go to.
Dang, these pickups are not fun today. My goal is to eventually only call 3 to 4 days a week just to do cold calling and then maybe make like Mondays like my buffer day. And then just totally have the day off. Hello?
You know.
And then just totally have the day off. It's your husband. Hello, honey. Mr. Lucas Bochnievich.
550427.
I'm hunting for business. You know, I went back and forth with this YouTube channel situation for so long. It's like, it's cool because I'm doing things that I'm doing anyway, right? Like I would be calling whether I was live or not, but this definitely adds an element of like accountability, and I should probably be more consistent with it. Hello?
Automated voice messaging.
But I don't know about this algorithm YouTube thing. I think I'm figuring it out as we kind of go. So we shall see. We shall see what comes of this channel.
Hi, this is Rachel, Jeff, Josh.
Oh my God, that was a landline where they still say, hi, this is, and then they add all of their family members. That's sweet.
We are not available now. Please call.
Oh man. This is the neighborhood I'm also going to send out just sold postcards once we sell this bad boy.
To an automatic voice message.
Oh, let's see. Let's see what he says. Hubby says we could do business with people in Polish too. I guess you speaking Polish? Because I don't speak Polish. Or do you mean we can do business with people in Poland?
Please state your name after the tone. To Google Voice.
I don't know. What do you mean? You just opened up a curiosity loop. Let's see what you mean by that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh.
5-8-0-1-2-2-5.
Dang, is it like summertime where people like are not home and don't answer? This is crazy. All right, Lucas says, you said that you could do business with anyone unless it's in English. Well, we can do business with people in Polish as well, as in language, not license in Poland. Got it. I guess we could do that too. We could do that, but why don't we gain... Hello? Why don't we gain the people that know English first?
Leave me a message and I'll get back.
Trying to get people for this open house this weekend.
Hello, this is John Mayer.
Oh, I don't know if I've got the wrong number. This is Ariella. I don't suppose you're Richard, right?
No, what?
Got
What's
it.
always on him?
Got it. Oh, got it. Got it. Hey, no worries. Well, I will correct my records here. And I appreciate you taking my call, okay?
Yeah, good luck.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. That's so weird. He answered, but he said he just got assigned that number. So I don't know if this guy's getting a new number, but he lives in Florida. He doesn't even live here in Pennsylvania. That was not helpful. That is not even a contact. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, Rita?
Yeah, who's this?
Oh, Rita, this is Rita, this is Ariella. You don't know me. I'm
I think you have the, I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number.
Oh,
There's no speak here.
I'm so sorry about that. I don't suppose you're the owner of Five Glass.
Totally have the wrong number.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
You take care. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Wrong number.
Can't cover the phone right now, but if you leave your name and number, I'll be back to you.
Okay. Let's see.
Automatic voice message system 2 6.
Its calling list has 146 contacts. So we'll see. Let's see how far I get with this one.
You've reached 215-579.
This neighborhood is actually near and dear to my heart because we sold in this community like 2 years ago. But what we did is we ended up doing this like massive neighborhood private event. So I've done this with a couple of our listings. I don't do it often because it has to be the right neighborhood, the right house, in the right condition, and the right homeowners that are comfortable doing this. But I'll essentially do like a sneak. Hello?
We are not available now.
I'll essentially do like a sneak peek preview of the property for the neighbor. So I'll basically do a neighborhood open house, and I have local businesses that help sponsor this event with maybe like wine, dessert, cheese and crackers. And it's really a way to like help the businesses get some locals back into their business. And I actually really enjoy doing these events. It just takes a lot of work and a lot of like effort and brain power. And like I said, all the things need to be right for something like this to work, and I have to market it appropriately. But after we ended up doing like this neighborhood open house, we ended up getting the property under a contract in a couple of days. The seller got like over 6 figures more than her list price. It was crazy. And then we sent out postcards, and then we
Can't take your call right now.
door knocked the property. But what's so sweet about it is our youngest was still a baby. So my husband ended up baby wearing her. Hello? John. Oh, John?
Yeah, so good.
John, this is Ariella. I'm calling you just way out of the blue here. I know you weren't expecting a call from me. I'm just a realtor, but before you hang up on me, I was hoping to ask you a quick question, if that's okay.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll keep it super brief. I have a homecoming on the is a lot of neighbors like to hand select their own neighbors, and I just didn't know if you happen to know anyone that might want to move in. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I'm way off then. I'm sorry about that.
No,
Yeah, I guess while I have you, this call is super random. I don't suppose you own any property that you're looking to offload or even purchase this year, do you? Got it. No worries. Hey, listen, I wish you all the best. All right. Bye-bye. Ugh. I got a lot of wrong numbers in this list. I'm still counting them as a contact because I threw a Hail Mary to see if they have any Hello?
I think for that, please leave a message and I'll.
I threw a Hail Mary to see if they have any real estate needs, which he didn't. He doesn't even live in this area. Okay. Hello?
Please leave a message after me. Voice message.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Let's see. Hey, exclamation point. I just fell off. Or,
Is protected by Robo. To prove you're not a robocaller, please enter the number 88. Again, please enter. Thank you. Connecting your call now.
name sounds familiar here. Let's see.
Please leave a message after the beep.
Okay, there we go.
Hi, you have reached the White House. Unfortunately, we are unable to get to the phone right now. Please leave a message and we'll. Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Oh man, this is a slow ass Monday.
Reach 215.
Holy shit, I think I need to move to like another list. This is crazy.
Is not available at this time.
Damn.
forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
I've been on for almost an hour and I have a sad 4 contacts. I think I might break soon. Recollect.
And forwarded to voicemail. The person.
And kind of see where we're at. I should do some follow-ups today too.
Huh. 215. Manage voice message system 26.
Actually, I have some follow-ups to do that I think will cause me to get an appointment. So I should definitely do that today.
Reach. Michelle Chris.
Hello? Melissa? Hello? No answer. Creepy pickups. I'm going to break in I'm going to get to 100 dials or contacts, or 100 contacts. And then I'm going to break, grab a snack, and then I will be back on, I think. I'm at 83 right now.
Person you're trying to reach.
Okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? Come on. I feel like I had some luck with this list
Robocaller. Please enter the
in the
number.
past.
65.
Again, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Please try your call again or go to www.
Okay.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Hello? Angel? Hello?
You can reach the voice minimum. Zero, 9 is not available. The mailbox.
I'm doing 4 more contacts, and then I gotta maybe do like an afternoon session even or something. This is wild.
We'll call you back.
It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna stop that because that was just it's getting out of hand.
5, 4, 2, 1.
No contact. Okay, so I'm hanging up here. And I have like 10 minutes until I hit an hour. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do just a quick follow-up. Okay. All right, so this is a follow-up. This actually is an old expired that came off the market, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years ago. And I've just stayed in touch with her. And we keep trying to plan an appointment, but she has like things kind of going on at the house. So we'll see.
Hello?
Hi, Susan. Good morning. It's Ariella. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Mother's Day. How was your weekend?
Thank you, too. Well, it was good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got it. It was beautiful out. I feel like we don't always get beautiful weather on Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
I know. How are things going at the house? Did you guys get the roof started? How's that going?
Things are okay. They have not started. They were supposed to start last week because of the rain, so they will be here tomorrow.
Amazing. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds.
They have to wait, I guess, for the weather.
I know it's been tricky. Hopefully the rain holds out this week though for you guys.
Yeah. They think it's only going to take a couple of days. So
Okay.
that's great.
No, that's actually impressive. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know how many people they're bringing, but they say it'll probably take about 3 days, at the most 4.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's reasonable. And do you guys have your pool getting open this month too?
Yes, they actually started that on Saturday. They just took the cover off and did the first shock, but they've got to come later this week or this weekend, and they'll do another shocking of it and cleaning, and they've got to put some new lights in, so all of that is going to be taken care of before Memorial Day. That's what I had requested.
That sounds nice. That's a good time to do it. Well, let me ask you this. I know the last time we talked, we were like, oh, let's wait on some things. I would have loved to see the pool open because it's kind of like the prime and a big selling point of the property, even though I know you guys are still teeter-tottering with where to go, when to go. So I guess my question is, would it make sense to maybe get something on the calendar, maybe like the end of next week or even the following week, once everything's all done?
Yeah, that would probably work out well. I think the following week, after Memorial Day, would probably be best.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like into June, like the first week of June?
Well, no, actually, Memorial Day is the 26th, so we could do, I'm trying to look at the calendar. I mean, it could even be the end of that week. Like 28th, 29th, 34th, the first week of June is also fine.
Yeah, let me actually see what I got going on that day. I could. Oh, you know what? I have an afternoon opened on the 28th, which is Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that would probably work.
Okay, and then I have either a 1 o'clock or a 3 o'clock. Would there be one that maybe works a little bit better?
Yes, a 1 o'clock would probably be better. I have a board meeting at 5 o'clock, and I've got to go out to Bryn Mawr for the board meeting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do Wednesday, May 28th. I'm actually going to have my assistant Mia send you a calendar invite because I don't know if you're like me, but if it doesn't live on the calendar, it might just never happen.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. Me too. That works.
Okay,
I love it.
so I'll do that.
Can I give you my email?
Yes, let me make sure I have it correct. I have. I have. And then I guess really quickly before I let you go, I know we discussed about the property a handful of times. Is there anything really important that you think I should know about before our appointment, or any upgrades or improvements that I should take note of? Like I see pictures from your old listing.
I don't even know what those look like. I mean, I know we had a full bathroom put in on the first floor. I don't even know if that's in there. I think that would probably be the one major item. I mean, of course, we had the driveway redone a few months ago. The roof last year we had the deck, although it needs to be painted again, redone.
Okay.
I think that's it, really.
Okay. And you're still, so with that full bathroom on the first floor, does that still make you a 4 full bathrooms and 1 powder room? Is that still accurate?
Hang on, let me think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2. Yes, 4 full bathrooms and a powder room, correct.
Okay. And then 5 bedroom, correct?
Mm-hmm.
With a,
Although I've converted one of the bedrooms into an office, but yes.
okay. But still technically we could legally still call that a
Yes.
5th bedroom. Okay. And then basement, is that finished basement?
It is.
Okay. Finished basement. Perfect.
Yeah. We have a huge movie screen down there. So one area is kind of like a movie theater area. We have a bar area, and we have a room for fitness. And I have another room down there, which is like a junk room.
Okay. Like a storage room or.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, this is great. This is helpful. So when we meet, is your husband going to be there as well?
I will try to get him to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. What is his first name?
Down. Darrell.
Okay. So when we meet, really, I'm just going to ask you guys to show me a tour, walk me through the property so I can kind of get a feel for it. I like to look at properties as though I'm a consumer. So I'm going to be using all 5 of my senses. There's nothing, though, that you guys need to do to prep, right? You don't need to make it spectacular or clean. None of those things. I could look past all the things, but really just getting a feel for the property. And then we'll sit down. I'll share with you the strategy that I think would probably work best for when that day does come. But more importantly, I'd like to learn about what it's going to take to make a move that's really going to make sense, right? Like, what areas are you interested in? What are some non-negotiables? So it's going to be almost like this collaborative conversation of what's going to make sense for the next move, whether that be in 6 months or whether that be in 18 months. Is there anything else maybe that you and Darrell would probably be hoping to gain out of this appointment so you feel like your time is worthwhile?
No, I think just getting your feedback. I mean, I know there are things that we're going to need to do. Like I started, my husband just started working on cleaning out the garage, and I'm trying to declutter, and I started packing up stuff for my older kids to have them come get or just take care of or we'll get rid of. So I've got a lot of decluttering to do. So it's not ready to, like, when you look at it, it wouldn't, like, you wouldn't I would do some things to declutter, I'd say, and to remove some photos and things like that before, like, if you were really going to look to purchase it. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. So it's not show ready, right, for a
That's what I
consumer.
think. I couldn't think of the right terminology. It's not.
And that's fine. I definitely don't expect it to be. And there's nothing you need to do in preparation to our appointment at the end of this month to do that. So that's totally
Okay.
fine.
Got
And my last question is, knowing that right now isn't going to make sense, but it's just kind of starting the process and kind of game planning. In a perfect world, when would you like to see yourself maybe exploring some other options in other areas in terms of a future move?
Probably, I would imagine probably during the summer. And,
Okay.
you know, I haven't looked at any areas, but I'm like, I know I either want a condo or a ranch home.
Okay. That's actually really good to know. Okay. That's perfect. I'm also going to run some numbers at our appointment, and that way you and Daryl have a good idea of what you can expect to walk away with net bottom line after the sale of this
Got it.
property. With that, is there any mortgage left that I should be accounting for or an approximate number, or are you free and clear?
No, we probably have it. It's like $425,000 or something.
Okay, so I'll just estimate about 425 just for numbers' sake. And then I'll probably just shoot you a text that week just to make sure we're still good for the 28th at 1 p.m.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
All right. Thanks, Susan. Have a great week. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Looking
You as
forward
well.
to it. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So there you have it. I'm like stoked ending this this session right now. Okay. One more contact and I booked an appointment. So that makes 3 appointments that I booked today, but you're only seeing one of them because I didn't record the other ones. Part of me feels like, all right, my day is done. I got my appointments, but I can't do that. So I'll probably do an afternoon session. I don't know if I'll be live, but I will certainly be back on this week. If you're watching the replay and if you have any questions or you're like, oh, how would I respond to this kind of thing? Feel free to drop it in the comments. I will reply back. Have a great day.